Hey, what's up guys? Alan here with EatSleepTrade.net. Going to be bringing you guys the swing trading watch list and market update for the week of January 3rd. I hope everybody had a happy New Year's and we are ready to kick off 2017. It is going to be a short week this week as the market was closed yesterday, which was Monday, but we are looking forward to seeing what we're going to do in the market, whether we hold up this trend or not. That is really going to be the big thing right now. If you guys appreciate these videos, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for the weekly updates and check out the site eatsleeptrade.net. Alright guys, so first up, let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500. If you guys follow our updates, then you know for the last probably about month and a half or two I've been saying, the S&P 500 and the overall market could definitely see some selling off at the beginning of 2017, a lot like it started for 2016. Don't know if that's going to happen yet, but you can see there definitely was some selling pressure into the new year or for the last couple of days, and it also came with pretty big volume. So that's definitely something to note there as well. We did lose our 20-day moving average, which was right around 2250, also a major support area. So that is definitely going to be something to note. We're back again testing that longer term uptrend that we've been holding for about 8 months now. So if we do fall back below that, again, not all things are broken, just as we did here. But it's definitely a time where you need to use caution, pay attention to what's happening in the market, and you don't want to be opening a bunch of positions into a weak market. So essentially where we're at here is we had a high right around 2277, and now we've put in a lower high at 2266. So step one is going to be getting back above this set of lower highs. Same exact thing that happened to us back in September, October, November. We were still trading. Yes, there are still things to trade, but you should trade less, and it's not optimal trading time, at least for the strategy that I use. If the market is weak, I want a strong market. So going into next week, I'm going to be watching that trend, see if we can reclaim the 20-day simple moving average, as well as our now new set of lower high resistance. See about when we get break above that. I'm going to be patient, definitely not going to be aggressive to start the year. And being that we had a short week this week, we will probably see a bit of lower volume. Alright guys, first up on the list, let's go ahead and take a look at AEL. This one was on our watch list a while back for the break above this channel around 1830, and you could see that it did have a major break above that channel. Of course, right before that major break, it had a huge sell-off, cleared out all the stops, I'm sure, and then rips up higher. Sometimes that happens. But nevertheless, we kept the chart on our watch list as it did remain strong, and you can see here that it has held that 20-day moving average, which does confirm that this does have a stronger uptrend, and we are nearing that 20-day moving average again. So we're going to keep this on watch to see if we hold that 20-day moving average, because if we do, this is a nice reversal spot and gives us a great risk reward, knowing that, hey, if we break below that 20-day moving average, then our idea is not working out in our favor and we can cut our losses, move on to the next trade. Now, we may need the overall market to show some strength into next week in order to make a play like this happen, but nonetheless, this is going to be one of our top watches going into next week. All right, let's take a look at ATW. Another one that we've been watching for quite some time and had a huge rally all the way up over 15, and has since pulled back a little bit and held up above this 1250, which was going to be a major resistance type support area between 1250 and 13. And we got a nice little inverted hammer that came last week. Pretty good amount of volume as well. So again, just another one that you could watch. It's near to that 20-day moving average, which is something you want to see hold up. If this move and trend is going to confirm, then you should see that 20-day moving average. So it gives us a good risk reward. If the market does start moving in a positive direction, this is definitely going to be one on my close watch. Let's take a look at CLVS. Just had a nice breakout about a week and a half ago, and it's basically just pulled back and consolidated since then. You can see the 20-day moving average trending up, and it's been holding pretty nicely. So we're just going to watch this as a potential flag setup and see if we start to get volume and a breakout to that top side. If we do, we're going to watch this 46 area, 47 area, and see if we start to get back above that. Let's take a look at GSAT. So this one's good just to have on watch because of the momentum that it's had, and it's also known to have a lot of short sellers attack it on its first, second day runs. So being that we had a nice pop up to 220, it's now pulled back, consolidated, hanging around 150, and the 20-day moving average is coming up to catch up there. You're kind of running into a support area. If this does hold up around 150 or so, this could set up for a pretty decent squeeze. And if we do get that squeeze, we could easily see this thing move back up towards $2. Next, let's take a look at NXTM. You can see the nice consolidation here. The set of lower highs almost making like an inverted head and shoulder pattern bigger term. So we're just really watching this 26.25, 26.20 area. We've been watching it for a while, haven't really got that breakout. It's been trading some pretty decent relative volume. The 20-day moving average is back above that 50-day moving average. So if we do start to see some momentum and a move up over this 26.25 area, that could really set us up for a decent trend continuation and start making that next move up towards $30. Next, let's take a look at NYRT. So this one's at a major resistance area right here around 10, which is really what caught my attention. It's also trading pretty decent volume. You've got your 20-day moving average that's crossed above the 50. It's putting in a set of higher lows, and those two moving averages, the 20 and 50, are both in that trending upward direction. So those are all good signs, and we're testing this $10 major resistance area. So if we can get a breakout, decent amount of volume up through 10, 15, that's really going to set us up for our next leg up. And the next major resistance area on this chart is not going to be up till about $11. Let's take a look at SEAS. SeaWorld's been pulling back and consolidating nicely along with the market. Another one where we're right at our 20-day moving average. So if that 20-day moving average does hold and this starts to reverse, that's going to give us a great risk versus reward ratio. Another thing to note is we had the little gap up right here. So we're actually becoming pretty close to filling that gap, which is going to be a strong support area as well. And it is often that a chart will gap up, fill its gap, and then return in the general direction that that gap was. So if we do hold that 20-day moving average, we got a pretty good shot at heading back up and towards $20. Let's look at STAG. STAG is one of my favorite setups going into next week. It's a strong trending chart, and it's been actually consolidating and pulling back for the last 4 or 5 months since August, and has just put in a nice large relative volume bars over the last 2 weeks, and is actually just coming out of this set of lower highs. So it's early into this play, so I'm going to keep a close eye onto it, see if this 20-day moving average starts to curl up, and see if we start breaking above our par resistance area up around 24. That's going to show a little bit of strength and possibly set up a move back up towards 25 and hopefully 25.50. Let's take a look at WTW. Weight Watchers, this one definitely sees a lot of momentum and gets a lot of attention on social media, so I'm going to put it on watch. You see the big volume that came in. There's always something going on with Oprah pumping the Weight Watchers ever since she picked it up. Nice gap up. It's been consolidating now all last week. We'll see if anything happens this week. Again, I expect it to kind of be low volume, and the only reason this chart's really even on watch this week is because of the relative volume and the shot it has at doing a momentum move, maybe even setting up a short squeeze if shorts get a little bit too aggressive on it. So we'll keep it on watch because it should trade that volume. See if we get across on the 2050 and maybe this thing starts a new uptrend and can really start picking up and get back up towards this 1240, 1250 area. Alright guys, that is going to wrap it up for this week's Swing Trading Watch List and market update video. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like button, and as always, subscribe for future updates. Don't forget to check out the website, eatsleeptrade.net. From there you guys can find a lot of free material on trading and a lot of free lessons as well, and a little bit of insight into our strategy. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck in the next week. I hope you guys have a prosperous 2017. Getting excited for the new year and ready to get some trades going. All right, guys. Good luck.